In 2010, Berlin's Animal Park was able to send 2 female black panther cubs off to zoos in Japan and Java.
Hello?
Now they have 2 new cubs, Remayang and Farah, and their very proud keeper Angelica has been with them ever since birth. In the twins' case, the leopard can change his spots, because underneath all that thick black fur, these cubs are leopards. Melanistic leopards, which means somewhere in their makeup they have a black gene. And if you can get close enough like Angelica, you'll still see their leopard markings in their black fur like watermarked silk.
Kannst du nicht ertragen. Da musst du dich gleich dazwischen drängeln, du kleine Maus.
Black panthers are most commonly found in dense rainforests in South America and Asia. It's thought that their dark coat offers greater camouflage in the forest shadows than a normal leopard's coat, and that gives them a hunting advantage. At 3 weeks old, little Remayang has rarely ventured away from his branch and prefers to spend his time resting and washing. And his sister Farah, well, she appears much more inquisitive and is very happy to show off and play.
Hör auf, du. Du piepst wohl.
It's a fun way to bond, and for Farah to learn respect for her keeper. Play like this is a real treat for Angelica, but there's a serious side to it too. Farah is practicing her hunting skills. Berlin's 19th century zoo is home to an animal that Europeans have only known for the past 100 years. The okapi is a shy Central African animal, a relative of the giraffe despite its zebra-like hind markings. Their keepers, Messinger and his apprentice Tobias, have seen Mother Baturi through her 15-month pregnancy. And now they have 3-month-old Bashira to care for too. Very few zoos keep okapis, and even fewer have managed to breed them, which makes young Bashira a very rare okapi indeed. Baturi was bottle-fed when she was born in 2005, but the keepers are hopeful she'll manage to feed Bashira for herself. So far, things are going well. We know very little about okapis in captivity, so Messinger and Tobias will be keeping a close eye on mother and daughter. Bashira appears to be thriving, but weighing both her and Baturi will give the keepers a better picture of how they're doing. It may not be the South American panthers, but the habitat built for the capybara family comes a close second. Capybaras are the largest rodent in the world, and Lucia is the matriarch of the Animal Parks group, which has lived here since 2009. They share their enclosure with the maras, another South American animal, and 2 keepers who look after them. In their native habitat, the capybara and mara are neighbours, and here at the park they've formed an even closer relationship. This mara seems to think he's here to babysit Lucia's youngsters. It's strange behaviour indeed, but these are not ordinary maras. Their group is all male. Without females among them, just capybaras, they are calmer because there is no competition. And their instinctive need to protect translates to the animals they share with. when it comes to leading the youngsters around the park, the Mara guides the way. In the Okapi enclosure, Mother Baturi waits while her new calf is weighed. As with all the species at the park, it is important for the keepers to know if their animals are putting on weight. So Bashira is escorted to the weighing room by her keepers. The little Okapi's mother is Messinger's favorite, but it looks like Bashira is a hot contestant for the position. The room is similar to her stall, except for the green baize platform against the wall. That's the scales.
Noch ein Stück. Übt man sowas mit dem Tier? Ja, man kann es nur jeden.
Some animals will avoid the platform as an unfamiliar item in their stall.
Da konnte aber schon mal besser.
But Bashira has a docile nature and complies first time.
So ist fein.
While she's standing still, Messinger can get a quick reading from the counter. 65 kilos. That's a good weight for a 3-month-old Okapi. While Messinger goes to collect his favorite, it's Baturi's turn next. Tobias steals a special keeper moment with Bashira. If you're an apprentice zookeeper, it's times like these that make all the hard work and studying truly worth it. In the Alfred Brehm Big Cat House, the panther twins are still up to no good. The female cub Farah has found a new toy, and the camera loves her.
Na? Hallo, ihr beiden.
Keeper Angelica must now try to clean the panther's enclosure,
Na, das sieht ja nicht.
which would be easy if the male cub Ramayang were alone.
Mama hier ein Holz.
He's a calm and relaxed panther. With any mess cleared away, there's a surprise coming.
Dann Achtung, jetzt geht's aber.
The water hose. And everyone knows cats hate getting wet. No matter how much the cubs dislike water, this is a daily routine and needs to be done to keep the enclosure hygienic. It's surprising how messy 2 cute cubs can be. And the corners are particular hotbeds for germs.
Na? Wie schmeckt?
Farah watches Angelica's every move. The cub's back in hunting mode, and a moving target like this is great practice.
Ja.
Angelica has worked with big cat cubs for many years and understands their behavior, so she's not worried about Farah's little ways. For such a bold little cub, you would have thought Farah might make a bid for freedom. But she's a scaredy cat at heart, and Angelica knows it. Farah feels safe in her known world, the enclosure with Ramayang and Angelica.
Oh, die Speisen. Nee, muss ich gehen.
Little nips and batting her paws with the claws out is all part of the game. She could still hurt her keeper if she caught her unawares, but Angelica is wise to her and is in charge of this situation. She's seen cubs test the boundaries like this so often. Ramayang doesn't know how to join in. Farah's boisterousness is teaching her lots of skills. This is early killing practice, which is vital for a big cat to feed and protect itself in the wild. She's streaks ahead of Ramayong in her accomplishments, and in their native habitat, that would give her a huge advantage over him.
Tschüss. Tschüss, Ramayong.
No matter how hard Angelica tries, he won't come down.